So this is from one of my favorite writers in the building, and today it'll be anonymous. The feather drifts in the breeze. The words, follow the hope, echoes off the trees. Wishes tear and dance through the low spirit seas, and catches eye of the feather at freeze. Slice the beastly crystal to bits. Let the hope fly in the gloom and be free. That's it. Thank you.
You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guide who'll decide where to go.
Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. Congratulations to our graduating class of 2016.
Yay.
So the reason I chose this poem is it's about a young boy who's turning 10. And I'm 29 and will be turning 30. That's sort of, for me, it seems like a big milestone. And so this poem just speaks to me. It's titled I'm Turning 10 by the contemporary poet Billy Collins. I'm turning 10. The whole idea of it makes me feel like I'm coming down with something. Something worse than any stomach ache or the headaches I get from reading in bad light. A kind of measles of the spirit, a mumps of the psyche, a disfiguring chickenpox of the soul. You tell me it is too early to be looking back, but that is because you have forgotten the perfect simplicity of being one and the beautiful complexity introduced by two. But I can lie in my bed and remember every digit. At 4, I was an Arabian wizard. I could make myself invisible by drinking a glass of milk a certain way. At 7, I was a soldier. At 9, a prince. But now, I am mostly at the window, watching the late afternoon light. Back then, it never fell so solemnly against the side of my treehouse, and my bicycle never leaned against the garage as it does today. All the dark blue speed drained out of it. This is the beginning of sadness, I say to myself as I walk through the universe in my sneakers. It is time to say goodbye to my imaginary friends, time to turn the first big number. It seems only yesterday I used to believe there was nothing under my skin but light. If you cut me, I could shine, but now, when I fall upon the sidewalks of life, I skin my knees, I bleed. That's the poem.
Alright, this is a poem titled In Between Rainbows. She's a cloud, one of the big ones that visibly harbors a storm. The kind of cloud that commands attention, even if only for a moment. Beautiful, captivating, dangerous. It's nostalgic in a way, remembering the wonder a cloud like that once held. What the storm really meant to you. Maybe it was during the storm that you first crawled under the covers, flashlight and journal in hand, and poured onto the paper your thoughts, dreams, and deepest, darkest secrets. The storm gave you relief, acceptance, hope, temporarily so. The thunder continues to roll, and you know you can't stay under the covers forever, but you hold out for as long as you can. Listening, waiting. When you finally gain the courage to peel back the covers, you discover the storm is gone, and with it, the relief, the acceptance, the hope. You know you can't pin down a cloud, but that won't suppress your longing. Over and over again you tell yourself, she'll come back, and when she does, I'll defy the laws of nature and make her mine. Even knowing that pinning down a storm cloud would bring nothing but an increased chance of being struck by lightning, this won't stop you. You've been captured by her grand production. The deep sky rumbles and bellows for attention. Lightning strikes with blinding power, and the rain relentlessly pours from the gaping sky. But what does it all mean? Thunder has no substance, lightning is beautiful, and completely intangible, and too much rain is a flood. This is what you long for? Why not long for the sun? The sun's rays are not only tangible, but warm, encouraging, and life-giving. She allows you to see the beauty in everything around you, and even helps create it. She is rarely a production, and will continuously pour out all she has. But it's never enough. Even during the day while the sun is warming the earth, feeding the plants, giving the moon something to reflect, she is often taken for granted because she's the perfect distance to keep you comfortable. And she's not expected to stay there. If she dares to get closer, she's too hot. When she backs off, too cold. The sun, in all its wonder, is only truly appreciated when it's rising or setting, coming or going. You can choose a storm, but your soul will always long for the sun. I picked this because this was a poem that an ex-girlfriend of mine wrote, and it was just kind of a summary of our relationship, and it was really meaningful to me. And so it's something that I've kept since then, and it means a lot. So.
Okay. In my kitchen at home, I have a sign above the pantry that says "Up North is a state of mind," and as sort of cheesy as that is, I think it's kind of an interesting statement. I spend a lot of time up north, and when I'm not up north, I like to think about being up north. It's kind of the place where I feel most peaceful. And so the poem I'm going to read to you always reminds me of going up north. And I'm actually going to read you a poem and then part of a song that I think synthesizes well with the poem. So the poem is by William Butler Yeats. It's The Lake Isle of Innisfree. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise now and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway, or the pavement's gray, I hear it in the deep heart's core. And so when I hear this song by Conor Oberst, which is called Night at Lake Unknown, I think of the same kind of sentiment of going to a peaceful place in your mind. Oberst sings, "When I can't sleep, my mind's a circle. I watch the ceiling fan. I close my eyes and I feel the wind blow. My bed it turns into a raft. I drift away, it's night at Lake Unknown. I'm floating. I see it all for what it is." So those are the 2 poems that I like that make me think of up north. Thank you.